You could try to observe why a morel likes to grow with the apple tree. And maybe there's another association of not just the apple tree. There might be another plant that provides enough shadow or moisture. So there's a certain condition it needs. So then that would where people would go to study and they say, hey, there's some type of symbiosis going on between not just the morel and the apple tree. There's a morel, the apple tree, and maybe another plant. And then I can work on those conditions. And if I could, like, say, plant this plant to give that condition, I would get more morels, if that was my intention. So this is the observational effect. I want to observe what's happening. And if I observe, I can make changes. And if I make changes, it's so I can get more yield. And remember that tipping point thing. When I look around, I have an infinite amount of things I could do every day at Raktamachat. I could go and spend all day tomorrow, 8 hours, just pruning trees around your bungalows. There's no problem, I could do that, right? But I have to ask myself a question. Where would pruning the trees around the bungalow make the biggest difference? What is the intention of me doing? Am I trying to raise the canopy, right? Make it grow faster? Am I trying to alleviate or open light so this tree can grow and this one doesn't, right? Am I trying to chop this tree to feed to that tree? So these are management decisions. So at my tipping point, I ask myself, where do I do the work that I get the most bang, the most output for the least amount of work? That's my intervention point. And if I do everything too much, I won't have any free time. Okay, so that's where I'm looking at. Where's that tipping point? Where can I intervene and do this, and it's going to help me to get? If I go to prune for instance, the coconut trees, will I actually get more coconuts, or am I just pruning them because I think it looks better? Right? So this is aesthetics over production. So you have to make those personal decisions, but the next step in permaculture, I think, for you guys, start doing research on your plants. The things you like to eat, how do they grow, learn more about them, will they work in your environment? Also search what works in my environment. Where do I live? What's the plants that people like to grow? And these are going to be easy things. So you start to do that research element. It's really easy to make a drawing, guys, and put, this is where my garden's going to go here, my food forest is going to go here, my house is here. I'm done. Right? What's going to go in the garden? Oh. Grow what you eat what you grow, put what you like in the garden, and then when are you going to grow it? How does it grow? How do you save seeds? Right? If you even grow it, how do I cook it? You know, I probably, because I don't eat enough, but I like cooking. The first 3 years of Raktamachat, my twins were, babies. Lynn didn't come in the sala at all. She never cooked one meal. So I did the morning practicals, I taught the afternoons, and I cooked the meals. But I was gung-ho and enthusiastic, and after a period of time, you don't want to do that anymore. So I think other people can have places. So my wife has her place, I have my place. Tim wants to come and join the community, he can have his place. You have to make room, right? And so that's what you have to do in your food forest. Make room for everything. Understand the relationships, right? And that's when I think personally permaculture comes alive, because you start to say, I know about this and I know about that. And when I learn, oh, look at the relationships and look how they grow together and look how I can propagate it. And then that's empowerment. That's when I say, I can do stuff. I can do this. And that's what I think a food forest can help you to do. So just take those things step by step. Where's it going to be? Then start looking at what's going to go in it and start to learn about those plants and more intimate relationships. And think about them as your friend. You know about your friend, you can know about a plant. Okay? All right. You know what time it is? Beer 30.